Pretty crazy, dude. I saw a crazy ass accident. Dude, it was honestly crazy. It was honestly crazy. I look back on it and like, if you guys like, if I'm starting to laugh while I'm talking about it, it's just it was such a crazy accident and it was such a crazy experience that it's like the only way I can really like comprehend what happened to me or what happened in that situation was just kind of like I got to giggle at it. So basically, I'm driving on this highway called 81, Interstate 81. It goes from Pennsylvania to West Maryland, West Virginia, and then Virginia, and then into Tennessee. It's in Virginia from Virginia is a big old state. That is a long state. Like once you start moving down south, like those even out west, like those states just get so big and wide. And that's what she said. But so I'm driving out and I'm actually coming back. I'm coming back from Tennessee and I'm driving in Virginia, and I see this. So there's there's all these trucks and semi trucks and 18 wheelers. These big double trucks where they're pulling two. Dude, it's insane. There's so many trucks, a lot of cars, a lot of trucks. It's just a lot of madness, a lot of stress, right? It's a lot of stress. My stress levels were off the charts for a 14-hour drive, but that's just what it is. It's crazy how resilient the body is. What are you gonna do? But so I see in like about like I don't want to say 1,000 yards ahead of me, probably less than that, like probably 500-600 yards ahead of me. There's these two trucks, and then there's these group of cars, right? So these cars on the left lane, there's only two lanes. Cars on the left lane, this truck is trying to pass this other truck and then get in front of him and then pass back over, right? So he comes over to the left. The guy, two cars are stuck now as this is happening in his blind spot, right? He's in his blind spot. So I'm watching it happen. I'm like, oh no. So then the one car moves out of the truck is still coming over the whole time. And low key, nobody really honked the horn or anything. I guess like they were all like, ah, like they weren't like, oh my God, honk, 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 hit the gas pedal. Like they were more like, ah, like, so I heard no honking. There was no honking going on. The truck is coming over. He's coming over. And then next thing you know, I see like dirt and grass just spit up. Bah, 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 bah. It's like all dirt in the air. I'm like, oh, fuck. So then all I see is the car like half on the road, half on the dirt. The truck is still coming over. This is all happening within like 2, 3, 4 seconds. Like it's crazy how like when crazy stuff happens, your mind can really slow it down and like at least like convince yourself of what you saw. Like I think I really did see that pretty well. I had a good view, so I really kind of saw what I saw. But it's crazy how the memory can lie. Like you can really lie to yourself and make yourself believe things that didn't really happen. It's pretty crazy. But so I'm watching this truck come over, and this lady's half on the road, like half in the shoulder, half on the grass, and I'm like, oh my God, this is insane. She's going 60, 70 miles an hour. Didn't really think about stopping. Like I don't know what she was. She must have been like an old lady, right? And I think she was. So then I see her cut back across onto the road, like in front of the truck to like where my vision was blocked to where the truck was blocking where she was in front of him. So I'm like, oh, damn, maybe she like came out into the road and caught herself and caught control. And like now she's Gucci. I was like, that's what I thought, right? She moved over, caught control. I was like, damn, that's pretty crazy. And then all you see, like a second later, her whip come like out of control, spinning around the other lane, hit the shoulder. She's spinning, right? And then her back end hits the rail, like boom, and then her car like comes out, and like at this point, like I'm like passing her in the far left lane, and she's like holding on to like she just got hit and spun around. Her car's not moving right now, and I'm like passing her like, oh my God, right? This is all happening at the same time within less than 10 seconds, truthfully. Probably less than 10 seconds this all happened. And it's like, oh my God. And she's like sitting, I don't think her bag's open, so I don't think she was in that much like injury or in that much damage, but like her, it was probably a crazy, her adrenaline was probably like, through the roof. Her stress level, she probably almost came to like like a death level stress level. But yeah, I don't know. I just like, and like low key, I locked eye contact with her, and she was just like, and I was just like, oh my God. But like there were already cars pulled over, like about to check on them, and the tractor trailer was already pulled over. So then me and like a few other cars, like just kind of like got the fuck out of the way, like all in like I said, all the middle of like 10 seconds, 10, 15 seconds. And then at this point, there's nothing but traffic behind us. And me and like two, three, like five other cars just have the open road for about 15, 20 miles. It was pretty intense, honest. And then I still had 9 hours to drive. I'm in South Virginia, and I just got out of Tennessee. It's nine in the morning, and I'm like, dude, I just witnessed, like, this lady could have been on her way to work or something. Like, who knows and maybe she was drunk or on drugs. Like, who knows, right? Like, you think of that, like, damn, like, maybe she was drunk. Maybe she was on drugs. Like, maybe she wasn't of anything. It's just a terrible accident. But I don't think she was injured. I tried to keep up with the case. I don't think she was really injured that bad. And then I pulled up like an hour and a half later. I pulled up on another accident, and it must have just happened. Like right before I pulled up, there's a little bit of traffic. So I pull up, and then in the shoulder, you got the cops coming, the state troopers, you have the ambulance coming, all like firefighters coming, all literally at the same time. So I'm like, damn, this must have just happened, and it must be someone serious. So I pull up, and then on the left-hand side, you have one car on the side of the road. It doesn't look like it's like broken or anything. Like, it just kind of looked like it maybe lost control and veered off. And then I see the tractor trailer parked up. So I'm like, obviously the tractor trailer must have thrown somebody off the road or something, right? And then I finally creep. I couldn't see anything. Then I finally creep up where all the ambulance and all the mayhem is. There's one car, a little bit older car, small, compact, just like literally like just must have got lost control. Must have done the same thing, but there was no guardrail, and he went flying. Just must have lost control and gone flying into the hill. And he was stuck in there. His airbags were out. I was like, oh my God, dude, that's terrible, bro. Like, it's actually quite scary, if you want me to be honest with you. I was genuinely like, the way down to Tennessee, I was like, woo, driving to Tennessee, bro. And then like the way back, like I was like, oh my God, dude, I just seen a lady get thrown off the road. This guy's like half dead in his car. I'm like, oh fuck. So then I had like 7.5 hours to drive I was purely petrified. All the tractor trailers, I was like, just like flooring it past them. But like some people do like, they sit in the blind spot. Like some people don't like they get in the left lane, they don't pass, right? You can't do that with a tractor trailer. Like, I'm not some driver. I'm not trying to give anybody advice. But dude, a tractor trailer, they cannot see you. You have to always think they can't see you. They're so big. They're and it's like, and they're trying to like pass people. They're talking to each other, going 70, 80 miles an hour, carrying all this cargo. They can't stop like the way cars can on highways, even though cars can barely stop on highways. They're going so fast. But dude, like, you got to just go past them. I don't have a loud car. I have a freaking sedan. I have a Subaru. But I try to like rev my engine a little bit just so they can kind of hear me. But yeah, man, it is scary. Some people just chill in their blind spot and pass them super slowly. They'll drive next to him. It's like, bro, he can't see you. You're chilling next to him. It's like, and that's just bad, dangerous in general. Like, how do you feel safe like next to him? Well, what are you gonna do? It was thank God I'm home safe. I was like, oh my gosh, bro. I was quite petrified if you if you want me to be honest. I was like, oh my God. Like literally, this is exactly what I was thinking. I seen this lady get thrown off the road. I don't know if it was the second. I think it was the second accident. It could have still been like the first accident. And all I thought to myself was like, man, like I'm down, like I'm so down with traveling the country and traveling and seeing all these beautiful places. But you know, that statistic that flying is so much safer than driving. It's like I'm about to take people up on their word, yo. Like I'm about to start flying, and the flights are cheap. Literally, this is all what I'm thinking. I'm like, damn, bro, I can't be driving. Like we are out here this is dangerous out here, bro. Like we got trucks and stuff. I was like, man, I'll pay $100 to get a round trip to Florida, go to California, fly a few hours, and I was like, oh my God. Because, I mean, the airport's so annoying, right? Like, you got to go there mad early. You got to check in. You can't fly with certain stuff, right? This, that, and the third. You got to pay for luggage. Sometimes it gets really expensive. Right now, the flights are super cheap. So I'm trying to take advantage of that. But what are you going to do, yo? My gosh. I was petrified. I was really petrified.